All right. Hi, guys. I think I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many participants we have? 16. That's good. Good. Thumbs up. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to write down the questions you have, and then we'll go over all of them. Okay. If you want to text me, just shout it out. We'll go over the problems that you see from the notes or from the assigned homework. So, anybody got a question? Nobody has a single question.
I'm looking.
Okay. Max, Macy, hey Annie. Any problems you want me to go over?
Number 16 on the notes, I think, or homework.
The notes or the homework? The book homework
No,
or the actual
notes. It was
the notes? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other
Can
questions?
you do number 13 on the homework?
Number 13? Henry, was it 13?
It was 13 on the homework.
Okay.
Did you number 9 the homework?
Number 9?
Yeah.
19.
19. Okay. Anybody else? Macy, you doing okay? Thanks, Macy. Eric? Max is in the dark. Louie? All right, we'll start there. Let's go to 16. I'm gonna share my screen. Oh, I have it in my. Okay, let me share my screen. All right, let's look at number 16. So there's number 16 right there.
Yes.
Okay, so what was your question about the work?
It was, I don't really understand most of those. I just gave you one, but I know it's 4 squared plus r squared equals 2 plus r squared, but I don't know how to, like,
You don't know how to multiply
solve them.
Okay. All right, let me go to, 1 second. I can't find my. Okay. I'm gonna flip my screen. So you have to remember, hold on, let me go to the, open reset. And I'll just work it out. Okay, I'm gonna flip my screen here. Okay, so you have the 2 legs, so r squared plus 4 squared equals, you can write it 2 plus r or r plus 2. So either way, you have r squared plus 16. Now r plus 2, remember you have to write it r plus 2 times r plus 2. You can't just the power of 2. So remember this from Algebra 1, you have to FOIL. So first, r times r is r squared. Outer would be r times 2, which is 2r. And then your inner, which is another 2r. And then your last, 2 times 2, which is 4. And then you combine like terms. Like so. Now, you see there's an r squared here, and then there's an r squared on the other side. So what happens to those?
They subtract out.
Yeah, they subtract out and become 0.
Okay.
And then you're left with 16 equals 4r plus 4. And then you subtract 4 from both sides. And you get 12 equals 4r. Divide by 4, r is equal to 3. And that's basically how 17 is done too.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I was doing that right because I wasn't sure.
Yeah, so r squared is not equal to r squared plus 4.
Okay.
You have to actually write it r plus 2 times r plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then multiply it out that way.
Okay.
Remember FOIL?
Yes.
Okay. And then 17 was the same. 18 was pretty much the same. 23, that was a tough one. Everyone got 23 from the notes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go to the homework. I went ahead and worked all the homework out so you guys could see. Whoopsie. Okay. So here's number 13 from the homework. So it's asking what are the radius and the diameter of D, of circle D. So you have to remember the increments are by 3s. So 2 increments would be 6. And so the radius is 6, and then the diameter would be 12. Does that help, Henry?
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right, and then 19. So here's 19. Determining tangency. So in order for AB to be tangent to the circle, we have to figure out, does it satisfy the Pythagorean theorem? Because this angle here, if it's tangent, should be a right angle. So if we did 9 squared plus 15 squared equals 18 squared, the left side of the equation should equal the right side if it's a right triangle, but it's not. So as you can see, you get 306 does not equal 324. So AB is not tangent, since AB is not perpendicular, it doesn't create it. So it should satisfy the Pythagorean theorem if it is tangent. Oops, why is it paused? Okay. You guys see all that? It said it was paused. You guys seeing my screen? Some people were seeing it, other people weren't. I can't hear your voices.
Because we're all muted.
I was still seeing the notes.
Oh, you
Yes,
were?
it was
All right,
up.
let me go back. Let me go back. Let me share again. Okay. Oh, seeing it now. I'll go back. We had a question on 13. So I'll go back and talk about that. So had a radius of 6 and a diameter of 12, because the increments down here were of 3. And then we had a question on 19. So there's the work for 19, if you didn't see it. So hopefully you guys are seeing it now. Yeah. So you want to copy the work for that one. So you get 306 does not equal 324. Okay, any other questions from the homework? Anyone that you might want to look at to make sure they got right? I'll scroll through. There's 21 and 24, the answers for those.
Oh, let me see. Yeah, 21.
21. So yeah, you had to write r squared plus 24 squared equals r plus 15 squared. So you got to remember to write it twice, and then you have to FOIL it.
Okay, yeah.
It should come out nice. And then 24 was kind of easy, just setting those two things equal to each other.
Okay.
And then there's 26. So the answer, 26 only has one answer. It's not -1, it's +1. Because if you plug in -1, you get a negative answer, and you can't have a negative. So it's only +1.
Oh, why is it square? Why is the answer 1 and not square root of 1?
Because the square root of 1 is 1, positive and -1.
Oh, okay.
But you can't use -1 because when you plug it in for x, you get a negative distance. So you can't have that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was it. There's the answers to 3 through 10. So going forward, guys, for 10.2, I'm going to ask you to share. I want to see your homework on a separate sheet of paper. Oh my gosh. Their landscaper guys are out. Let me move. I'm going to ask you to either like take a picture of your homework, and either you can send it to me via email, or you can use it as a Google Doc. So I'm going to put that in the announcements that I want to see that you actually did 10.2 homework.
And our homework is always due the next class period, correct?
Right. So you have like at least 10.2. I think they're done lawn mowing the outside of my apartment. 10.2 is going to be due not until Monday. So that's the next time that we'll chat is on Monday. So we'll have the same session today for 10.2. Come with questions, but I do want you to send me, and you can make sure to send it by the class time. So our class time is 9 a.m. on Monday. I'd like for you to submit a picture of your homework by the class time.
Yeah.
And I'll send you an email announcement, like to remind you to do that. Okay? Because I just want to see that you're doing. I just want to see that you're doing all your. Okay. Everyone, give me a thumbs up. They understand that.
Yep.
But I'll send out a reminder, and always check the announcements on Walker Web and the calendar and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any other questions on 10.1?
Let's see. No.
All right. I'm gonna share my screen again. Make sure everybody gets the game code for the quiz on the quizzes that I sent you.
Mm-hmm.
There's the game code. And I'm going to send that via email in case anyone that's not here right now. It looks like we have 20 people, which is a big portion of our class. So
Like, what's the game code? I can't see.
380886. And I'll send you an email with that in it just in case anybody else missed it.
And then but first we make an account.
I think if you just click on the link and join the class, you can just enter the code.
Shira, just sign in with your school email. You already have an account.
It's really easy. You can just sign in. It'll say sign in with Google.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really easy. Okay, so quiz, it says that it's due, if you look at the deadline, Friday by 4 p.m. So try to get that done. It's just a practice going over 10.1. And I'm going to give you guys participation points for doing that. Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody have any other questions on 10.1? Y'all good?
Yeah, well, on the homework? Yes, well, for 20, I got that it's not a tangent because a right angle is not formed.
Here, I'll share my screen.
I have a question after her.
Okay. Yeah, 20 it is, because if you look at it, the 10 right there, Shira.
I didn't realize
Yeah,
that
that's
that
the
was
radius.
signifying half.
Yeah, you have to double it.
That's the whole thing.
For 20.
Oh.
Okay, so I was just curious about how exams are going to work this year really quickly, because I know I got an email from the College Board, and the AP exam is only encompassing things that we learned in depth in class, so 3/4 of the year. Is that going to be similar to ours?
We haven't talked about it yet. So I'll let you guys know the closer we get. And I guess it just really just depends on,
We actually go back or not?
yeah, when we actually go back. So I can't foresee us seeing some stuff, like some of the easier stuff that, you know, that you guys have been doing at home on the exam. But I don't know. We haven't had a discussion on that, because I guess we're just kind of waiting to see when we go back. So.
I'm pretty sure we're not going back, because even AP exams are at home this year.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm staying positive, because I miss seeing you guys in the classroom. I mean, this is okay, but I prefer to see you guys there.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Anybody have any other questions from the homework? 10.1. Any questions at all? All right. All right, guys. Well, this is what you should be working on. So go on quizzes, complete that quiz by Friday.
Yeah.
Once again, I'll send out an email with the little code so you can access it. And I'm going to give you participation points and complete 10.2 notes and homework, and send me a picture via email or share it on your Google Drive by Monday. Okay. And if you have any questions between now and then, also my office hours for Friday. If you have any other questions before Monday? Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Miss
welcome.
Richard, did you say 10.1 is due on Monday or 10.2?
10.2. Make sure you
Okay.
check. Make sure you check the Walker Web, because every morning that you have my class, I send out announcements of stuff that you should be working on, and also check the calendar under the virtual classroom on the Walker Web. Okay. So yeah, you should do between now and Monday. And I'm going to send you guys a follow-up email in a few minutes about what the game code and making sure we're clear on what to say. Okay. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.